as of right now. I'll take you about for a little bit. I'm still contemplating why this happened. Mom said that there's been cause virus. It doesn't. If it says Play Protect is on that app, I will for sure freaking download that thing. If ever by Play Protect, I will download it. Because nowadays Androids are more smartphone related. If they weren't, then we have pretty screwed up phones anymore. It's kind of like buying an iPhone that was powered by Android. It won't make any sense. I'll be looking at the phone like, if you're an Apple iPhone, then why the heck are you booting up like an Android? I mean, it won't be a bootleg or anything, it'll just be one of those phones where it'll be powered by Android by Google, but underneath the Apple iPhone like shell. Like be under an Apple iPhone shell. And that's what I'm going to do. That's how I'm going to do things. Too. Is looking at the phone first to see why it was being powered by Android when it was underneath the shell of an Apple iPhone. They say you guys bought an Apple iPhone 13, but it was powering up as if it was a Google Android. And vice versa mode. An Android being powered up for an iPhone 13 on a computation line. Wouldn't it be considered a dual cross lawsuit of some sort? I consider that one of those. But that's considered right there double cross lawsuit. Yeah, basically what are double cross lawsuits? Where two companies like this are actually in a cross X hybrid of a lawsuit where it's Google versus Apple in the X. It'd be like Elon Musk buying Apple and make it more Android friendly, also maintaining Apple like software to the operating development. It'd be kind of weird though, but it would be pretty messed up if you ask me. Yeah, Elon Musk is doing that. Like automatically, just snap your fingers saying, alright, we're doing Android and Apple based technology here inside the office. It don't make sense though. If it's supposed to only honor back in iPhones, then why would you want to do Android stuff with it? You're not being considered dual cross lawsuit? Look at an actual dual cross lawsuit on your hands? Right? I mean, sure. It's like you guys are buying the product and you expect the name to say what it said and not be one of those false advertisements, if you think about it. And yeah. It'd be like going into your software development and just go whoosh, and going into doing Google Android on Apple iPhone. And that won't make sense because if you're using an Apple iPhone, you should let it say Apple on the startup, not Android. I'm not saying it to be mean, but you don't want to get a phone that's going to say powered by Android instead of the Apple logo. Or have the boot sequence say powered by Android and then say the Apple logo. That's how you work an Apple iPhone. You can't let it say powered by Android. It should go straight to the Apple logo right from the source. When you first boot up yourself or your iPhone in that case. Same as with Android. If something says it's for Android, you stay with the Android-based technology. Do not hybrid your iPhones to do Android stuff. Like, no, don't do it. Like, seriously, dudes, do not hybrid your console iPhone to work with Android. That's considered copyright infringement between the both of you. And both of you will be suing you guys as fighting companies for millions of dollars. That's a mega lot of money I'm thinking about. Don't do it. I mean, just don't do it. You're asking for you to get sued along with Google being sued in that crossfire. And crossfire lawsuits are not easy to solve. If they said that Apple sold their technology first, and then Google said the same thing about Apple using their products in that same crossfire, they both be suing each other for probably crazy amounts of money. Like someone that's penned for like $75 billion. And both of them be substantially be suing each other for the same price together. Well, twice. Because both companies have to shut down and go out of business. Because of all the money they have to fork out. And that's not look at actual fork out. That's like a Chapter 55 bankruptcy between both companies. None of us won't get Google anymore. It'll be like this internet legend said. Google.com will actually retire in a spot and cause a lot more spyware and malware than ever. They do malware for dating sites, basically dating sites, porn sites, like sex sites, and websites based on buying love off the internet, basically. And you don't want to get malicious software in that form of way. It's just not true. And you do not ever want to go through that kind of hell to go through what's being wholesome for you guys. That's ridiculous. Because hell like that would be like living inside another one piece hybrid, basically. They were saying that Goggle.com was the internet's most visited site if typed in wrong for Google. Like say you on a computer you type up Google.com, it'll come up with Goggle.com instead. Causing you to get so much malicious software and redirects, it shuts down your computer to basically a blue screen of death. Well, a color screen of death, we should say. Because I've seen them in green, black, and blue all at once. A couple of times. Actually, came out in 4 colors: green, black, blue, and red. But it's depending on what operating system you're running. So say you're running Windows XP, it'll give you a blue screen. Or if you ran something into 9X, it'll give you a blue screen of death all the way up to, I think it's Microsoft Windows 7 or 8. I think 10 does the black one. But I think like Vina and the other pre-beta for Windows Vista. No, I think Vista was Longhorn. It was turned over to Blackcomb. And don't get confused with that creepypasta. There was an actual Blackcomb out there. They had all the games from XP brought over during pre-beta statements. I think all of them except for Pinball. 3D Space Cadet Pinball was removed in a recent release of XP at the time, due to very bad stability issues. So it's like, don't run a malicious software site that's gonna wipe your drive completely to delete stage. Because then once it deletes itself, you can never get that software back. If you reinstall Windows itself. But how that's gonna do you if you're not gonna be able to get the stuff that you had saved on it back because of a malicious site being, well, malicious. That's what it does. It corrupts your computer, freezes it, corrupts, freezes, and drives your computer down to a very slow rate from hardware overdrive, and then it crashes it that's where SAP 2 comes in, where it crashes it to the blue screen of death, and it stayed there on alarm beat. Then you turn on your speakers. And then at point 3, it completely wipes down your drive, and goes, and you lose everything, including your files. So if you were a businessman or woman out there, your ass would probably be fired. And I'm not spraying on this video for no reason at all. It's just, I'm just using it as part of some innuendos that I need to make the sentences more incoherent for those that are watching, if you're wondering. So yeah, it'll completely clean your software for the OS. What if we don't go by hardware anymore? We don't go by soft drive. Here we go by basically soft drive now. The soft drive is very, very, very heavily similar to hard drive. We'll go by soft drive and software. Basically, soft drive and ware. We don't go by hardware and hard drive anymore. We go by soft drive and software now. And yeah. So if you're, like I said, a businessman or woman that needed something for his boss and it gets wiped clean out of your system, you bet your boot your ass is going to be fired for good. So don't be one of those stupid asses that's going to lose their wholesomeness. It'll make a lot of people feel desperate to try to get it back, but it will be too late. Because once soft drive and the software gets wiped clean, you do not get that information and other stuff back, put it that way. So once you lose all this files, you're going to be fired. It doesn't matter. This is David the K of Team Rocket, and I'm signing off.